Hey Siri, can you beatbox?
Here's one I've been practicing. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boot and cat 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 and boot and.
What's up everybody and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be turning SIRI into an EDM track. Before we get into it, I got to get you guys to do a couple of things. Firstly, smash that subscribe button, help me get to 1,000 subs, because once I get there I'm going to be doing an awesome giveaway for you guys. Also, if you like this sort of content, give the video a like and let me know in the comments what sort of stuff you want to see next. Let's get into it. So first, we got to get some SIRI up. Hey Siri, can you beatbox?
Here's one I've been practicing. Boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots and cats and boots.
Let's see what we can do. Turn this into a house banger?
Boots and cats, boots and cats, boots and cats.
I'm just going to chop this up to get it into time.
Boots and cat and boots and cat and boots and cat and boots and cat and boots and cat and.
Okay, so it doesn't sound great at the moment. The timing's sort of shitty, but I think once we put all the stuff over top of it, it'll sound pretty good. Just get a nice simple drum beat going. First we'll get our sidechain in. Just like a lot of my other videos, I think we're going to steal a bass line out of another track just because, well, basically just because I can, and I know a bass line that'll really work well. So we've got two other basses from other tracks that I think will work really well, and so this is the first one we've got. Oh, that's way too high. And then this is the other one. These already have a bunch of processing on them. We'll just route it to the sidechain. And we'll get cracking on a bass. So I think we'll try just process those vocals a bit and see if we can make them just a little bit more interesting. They're a bit boring now. So I might just see if we run it through Nectar 3, if it makes them a bit more interesting. Let's just loop this, open up Nectar 3, and just run it through the vocal assistant. And hopefully we can get something cool.
Boots and cat and 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 boots and cat.
Actually not too bad. I actually sort of like how that is.
Boots and cat and 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 boots and boots and boots and boots and.
I don't like that.
Boot and cat and boot and cat and boot and cat and boot and cat and boots and.
Yeah, I like that better. I don't like that weird S that it's got.
Boot and cat and boot and cat and boot and cat and boot and cat and boot and cat and.
Alright, so
boot
now
and cat and
I'll put a compressor.
boot and cat and boot and boot and boot and cat boot and.
That's about right. Then we'll put some EQ. Cut out all the lows.
Boot and cat and.
Then now some reverb.
Boot and cat and boot and cat and boot and boot and cat and.
And a little bit of delay. Probably around here somewhere.
Boot and cat and
Probably even less.
boot and cat and
Yeah, that's better. And now an OTT. Probably around 20% maybe? 25?
boot and cat and 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 boot and cat
I think that's actually pretty cool. Just add a few little things to make it a little bit more interesting. There is a good little drum loop, a little top loop in here.
boot and cat and boot and cat and boot and cat and boot and cat and boot and cat and
I know using a drum loop's a little bit lazy, but I don't really feel like putting one together right now, and well, that's what they're there for. They're there to be able to use. So if you're making tracks, and especially if you're just starting out and you're learning how to put stuff together, don't worry about people telling you not to use loops. That's what they're there for. If people say you shouldn't use loops or you shouldn't use samples, well, they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. The biggest DJs and the biggest producers in the world all still use samples and all still use loops. So I think we'll just add in a few little risers and some crashes and whatnot. And that's probably going to be about it.
boot and cat and 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 boot and cat.
I think I might add a bit of distortion to this just to make it sound a little bit better. Put a bit of overdrive on here.
Boot and cat and 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 boot and cat and.
So that's it. That's how we turn Siri into a banging house beat. Definitely a little bit lazy with this video, stealing stuff out of other tracks, my other tracks, not really stealing, using stuff out of my other tracks and using a lot of loops and samples and whatnot. But the video I've got planned for next week is a lot of sound design and actually showing you guys how to build some leads and some basses and whatnot from scratch. So definitely smash that subscribe button and give this video a like and drop some comments and do all that sort of stuff, and stay tuned for next week's video when I actually do some proper sound design and some proper producing. Cheers, and I'll see you on the next one.